welcome. I hope I am live now. I'm going to check because I was having some issues getting on my computer. So I don't know if there's any way people can let me know if I am live or not. So if you are here with me, welcome. Thank you for your patience. Okay, I think I am live. So I wasn't, excuse me, planning to be on my phone, which unfortunately I have to do, and I can't seem to change the settings, so I appear very close, which I hope is okay. I hope you can hear me okay. And I'm just going to take a moment to pause because I was getting quite stressed trying to go live on the computer. So welcome everyone. My name is Aleezé and I'm just grateful to be here. And as always, I want to begin by expressing my deep, deep gratitude to Rinpoche. I first encountered his teachings on CyberSangha, and I'm just so deeply grateful for his generosity in sharing these profound teachings so freely. I'm also really grateful for the CyberSangha community and for all those who volunteer behind the scenes to support CyberSangha. So big welcome to all of you who are here right now. Many of you have been part of CyberSangha for a long time. Many of you have been attending the full moon meditations that have been offered through CyberSangha for many years now. And in these monthly full moon practices, we are guided to connect with inner refuge and to really embrace all of life, the joys and the challenges, with that support of inner refuge, with the protection of inner refuge. And this series of mindfulness meditations that I've been offering here are really designed or meant to support us with the practice of inner refuge. And this is our fourth session. So we've been really lucky to be able to gather and practice together for a long time. And just to kind of review what we mean by mindfulness, because there's many ways to talk about mindfulness. The definition that I find very helpful is from Jon Kabat-Zinn, who created the mindfulness-based stress reduction program. And of course, he did not create mindfulness, because mindfulness is awareness and is our innate capacity. This awareness is something that we all naturally have. But what he did create was a program that brought these ancient practices of mindfulness meditation into the mainstream. And he defines mindfulness as the awareness that comes from paying attention on purpose in the present moment with an attitude of non-judgment, curiosity, kindness. So as awareness, as we just said, this is natural, our natural presence. And have you noticed that we're not always present, not always connected with ourselves, with our innate awareness? And more often than not, our minds are caught up in judgments, worries, regrets, and so forth. So mindfulness practices, or the mindfulness meditations, are ways to really strengthen our connection with ourselves, with our intention, ways to train our attention, and to support us to cultivate qualities of our minds that are helpful, are beneficial, qualities such as more openness, more kindness, rather than being judgmental, more patience. So we've been fortunate to practice a variety of mindfulness meditations over the course of these sessions. We did a body scan meditation where we brought attention just to sensations of the body without judging, with kindness. We did a mindfulness of breath practice. And then in the most recent session, we did an expanding awareness meditation where we brought our focus of attention to the breath, and then we started to opening up to the whole body, opening up beyond the body. In that last practice, we opened up to sound. In today's practice, I want to just continue the expanding awareness meditation. So we'll begin by focusing on the breath, open to body, sound, and then we'll just keep opening. We'll explore what it's like to pay attention to thoughts, not so much the content of the thoughts, but to understand the thinking process, to open up to emotions, and then we'll open up to the full range of experience, what's sometimes called choiceless awareness, where we're not choosing any particular object of attention, but just resting in awareness itself. So thank you for being with me during that prologue. We'll get into the practice now. So if you're not already in a comfortable posture, just take a moment to adjust your posture in whatever way will most support you to feel as much at ease in the body, and also to feel awake, aware, coming into a kind of relaxed alertness. If it's helpful, you can let the eyes gently close, or just having a soft gaze. There's nothing to look at on the screen. So maybe just a soft downward gaze if you're choosing to keep the eyes open. And really sensing into the posture you're in and the connection with the support beneath you right now. Really take in this physical support, perhaps also the support of the Sangha, of our teachers, and their blessings. And if it feels right, invite the body to let go of any sense of efforting or holding that's not needed. Maybe to begin, just a few slow, deep, gentle breaths, or a few relaxing breaths. With each exhalation, inviting that sense of releasing, letting go. And then releasing even the effort to let go. And allow the breath to just find its natural rhythm. And allow attention to just lightly rest with the sensations of breathing. Wherever in the body you feel those sensations most easily. So no longer needing to control the breath or change the breath or even think about the breath. It's more that you're just feeling the breath, sensing the breath as it comes and goes. Perhaps you can sense the breath with the movement of air through the nostrils. Or maybe it's easier for you to feel the movement of the breath in the region of the chest. Or the rising and falling of the belly. Or maybe a sense of the whole body breathing. Doesn't really matter where, but wherever you are able to sense the breath most easily, you just lightly place your attention right there. So in this portion of the meditation, the breath is the object of attention, the anchor for attention. But it doesn't mean you have to try to get rid of anything else. You can still let all the other sensations of the body, the sounds, thoughts, emotions, just freely come and go. Everything else a little more in the periphery. Sensations of breathing, what's more at the center of your attention. And with this practice, you can really allow the breath to be just as it is. And becoming more intimate with the sensations of breathing. So noticing the nuance, the texture of each in-breath and each out-breath. And you'll notice attention gets carried away, gets caught up in thoughts, or just kind of lost in a virtual world, knowing this is not a problem, and that the moment you recognize that, that is a moment of awareness. And it's only when we are aware that we're able to do anything. So when you become aware, just choosing to be gentle, kind, choosing to bring the attention back to the sensation of breathing that's already happening in the moment. Knowing this act of bringing the attention back again and again is the practice that strengthens our capacity to be present. Just sensing each in-breath, perhaps feeling how it naturally rises to a peak, and how with the exhalation, without your having to do anything, the breath just lets go. So feeling that quality of release that's available with each out-breath. Even if attention is pulled away again and again, knowing it is not a problem, just acknowledge each time you notice, and then just gently bringing the attention back to the breath, just coming back again and again with kindness, with care. And as you're ready, gently expanding your attention to a sense of the whole body. Just opening to any and all sensations now. It may be a sense of the body as a whole. At particular times, a particular region of the body may light up in awareness, so not needing to control the experience. It's more that you're letting attention rest with sensations in the body. So the sense of the whole body now is the anchor for attention. And with mindfulness, the qualities of attention are that it's not judging, that it's curious about the sensation, caring, kind. And in this portion of the meditation, anytime you notice attention had wandered away, you were kind of disconnected, any sensation of the body can offer the gateway back into presence. And just resting now in this embodied presence. Just being with the sensations, maybe of contact, temperature. Some sensations may be pleasant, some may be unpleasant. And just seeing if you can allow sensations to be as they are, letting them just come and go, and just bringing more those attitudes of curiosity. What sensations actually feel like when we can drop beneath any judgments, worries. Might notice some of the more subtle sensations of the body, pulsing, tingling. And of course, the breath is one of the sensations. You might still be sensing that, feeling that. And as you're ready, beginning to expand attention beyond the body, just aware again of the contact with the support beneath you, perhaps the feeling of clothing or air against the skin. And opening to all the sounds traveling through that air, knowing that with listening, there's nothing you have to do. Sounds are just known by awareness. So allowing yourself to kind of rest in this receptive awareness that knows sound and knows silence, the silence between sounds, the silence underneath all sound. And if you find yourself seeking out sounds, really just, again, rest back, metaphorically, but maybe also literally, rest back a bit more and allow yourself to just receive. So sounds now are the anchor for attention. And also listening is the gateway back into presence. Anytime you notice attention had gotten carried away, caught up. And noticing what happens as you do so, just bring your attention to the process of thinking. So as you turn your attention to the process of thinking, you might notice suddenly thoughts disappear, or you might notice a lot of thinking is happening. So not having to really worry about the content of the thoughts as much as just being more curious about this process of thinking. And it's not so easy for us to observe the process of thinking. So an analogy, if it's helpful, it's as if you are standing on a riverbank watching this river of thoughts go by. And you're just being curious. Is this a babbling brook? Just random thoughts popping up now and then? Is it a rushing river? A lot of thinking happening, a strong current. And you'll discover that you often kind of fall into that river. You're carried downstream by the current of thinking. And actually observing this is observing the process of thinking. So just staying as curious as possible. And might notice sometimes thoughts are pleasant, some thoughts are unpleasant, we try to push them away. And again, just seeing all of this is learning about the thinking process. You might notice some thoughts are quite light, wispy, some carry an emotional charge. And opening now to any emotions, feeling tone that's here for you. Not having to figure it out, but just open to whatever may be present. Sometimes it's very clear what the emotional quality is. Sometimes kind of mixed emotions. Sometimes we might not be aware what we're feeling. You don't have to figure out anything, but just being a little more curious about any emotions that may be showing up for you. Might notice we like some emotions we don't want to have, try to push away. And in practicing in this way, we can really learn that all emotions just come and go if we let them be. And now, as you're ready, just opening up to the full range of experience, internal and external. So no longer choosing an object of attention, but just being with whatever arises moment by moment. So one moment it may be a body sensation, may suddenly hear a sound, notice thinking is happening. And so just being with the flow of experience, resting back in this open awareness. Might notice the breath. Might notice sometimes you're not sure what you're aware of. And in that moment, what's arising is not sure. And you can just be aware of that till the next arising. So really allowing yourself to relax, rest. If at any time you notice confusion arising, then you're just aware of, confusion. The very next moment may be a sensation that you become aware of. So really just being with this flow of experience and resting in this connection. And this open awareness can include anything and everything. So there's nothing that doesn't belong in this practice. Whatever you're experiencing, just allowing it to be. So in essence, allowing yourself to be as you are and resting more in this awareness of being. It doesn't matter how many times you get disconnected or for how long. As soon as you notice, presence is already here. And really letting yourself kind of come back home to yourself, to this natural presence, awareness, and then just rest again. And once more, allowing attention to just very simply come back to the breath. Just receiving the breath as it comes and goes. And with each exhalation, allow yourself to let go of any effort that's not needed. And just receiving the sounds of the bell as we come to a close. And thank you so much for being here. I hope the sound was okay. Not quite how I planned to join, but that's life. And I'm so grateful for all of you being here with me. Thank you. Take the best of care and hope to be seeing you at perhaps the full moon practice coming up. Bye, everyone.